Yeah, man. Man, it feel good to be back in the booth. Been too long. Been about 2 years since I laid something long. Sitting here with all the tools and I ain't made nothing real. The way Josh been sending beats, I could've blazed something for that. I figure what's the point?
What's going on, good people? Welcome back to another episode of Statue Talk. This is episode 141. I am Cool Game with Cool Game Collectibles, and I normally would be saying in here with my brother, none other than Black Ice with Black Ice Collectibles, but he will be joining us real soon. We do have some special guests. Real quick, I want to shout out Jules German. Greatly appreciate you joining us this evening. From Weta, we're going to ask you a ton of questions if you don't mind, sir.
Of course.
Got Piggy in the house. What's going on, Piggy?
Good evening, gentlemen. Happy to be here.
And the legend, the one who's putting on this amazing event coming in August, Marcos with Collector Zone. What's going on, sir?
The legend. I appreciate it. That's thank you, guys.
Yes.
No, I am not a legend, but thank you.
We're working on it, Marcos. We're working on it.
I'm just being modest, but I'm just.
Yes, I love it.
Thanks, guys.
So, real quick, just want to check in with everybody, see how y'all doing this week. Jules, let's start with you.
Good.
How you doing this week? How's everything?
Oh, it's good, man. We're sort of prepping for San Diego Comic-Con and, of course, StatueCon at work. So it's intense. It's busy. Today's a public holiday here in New Zealand, so I'm actually at home instead of being at work. So that's kind of cool. I get to hang out and talk with you guys.
Yes, sir. We appreciate it. Behind the scenes, we were laughing because, here in the States, it's 6 p.m. Central Time. And I'm saying good evening and, how you doing this evening? He said, well, it's 11 a.m. in the morning over here. So, good morning to you.
Thank you. We're at the bottom of the world. So I'm very used to being in a different time zone to almost everyone else.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Piggy, how you doing this week, man? What's going on with you?
Man, I'm happy to be here. Happy to have our guest Jules here. I'm looking forward to StatueCon. It's coming up soon, so I'm starting to make my rounds, promote it everywhere. I hung out with our fellow collector, Casual Nerd Problems today, trying to convince him to come down. And two funny things, we're all in different time zones. It's like 6 where you are, Cool Game. I think Marcos and I are at 7. It's morning time where Jules is. So it's dope that we can use this technology and have us all kind of same place, same time, different times. And
yes,
the bigger thing is I have a tenant and, we're on all of these shows. He never watches the shows. He's like, oh, yeah, they're okay. So today I told him, I'm like, so Jules German is on. And I told him like the role over at Weta. And he's like, oh, I got to make sure to check that out. And I'm like, so the rest of us don't even know. He's a Lord of the Rings.
Pressure, right?
Yeah, diehard Lord of the Rings fan.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot of them.
How you doing?
For me,
what's going on?
Tomorrow, I'm getting 5 pallets of stuff. That's gonna be a long day, but it marks the 2-month. 2 months to go, but I've been StatueCon takes months in preparation, 6 months ahead of time, because you got to keep it fresh. You got to move it around. We've done all a lot of updates and we took all the, how we did Piggy, we did all that, just the feedback. I wanted feedback from Murray, how to change things, make it improve. There's always improvement for, and we've done all of them. Everything's set. The dinners are set. The events are set. We got a lot of cool pieces, new things, and it's bigger this year. It's just bigger. So I'm going to be busy.
Awesome.
But the 2-month mark has begun. So that's where Piggy's saying, "Yep, start promoting." There's always people on the edge, and I understand. I totally get it. I always say it in every show. I understand hesitation sometimes. Like, I'm really going to waste a lot of time or money. Why am I going to this? What is this place? What is StatueCon? And even Jules doesn't know. Jules is the newcomer too, and which completely honored that you're coming with Jack. But I've met Jack a couple times. So, but Think about it. They're coming all the way from, again,
Right.
the bottom part of Earth. Definitely Middle Earth.
Middle Earth.
Really from Middle Earth just to hang out with us. And
we've wanted to come the entire time, Marcos. It's just taken us 3 years to get it all organized.
Oh yeah, I hear you. So if Jesse loved it, and Jesse will be back. Yeah, see, they finally announced it. It took a while for Sideshow too, because things change. There's just certain things. I wouldn't even say it's business. It's just the craziness
Chaos of the universe.
Chaos, right? It's the chaos. Exactly, perfect. Chaos of the universe, but everything's starting to mesh together. And I was telling Jules Piggy that I think he's gonna love it, because San Diego Comic-Con's one thing and Comic-Cons are another thing. None are bad, none are great. Everything's wonderful. Whatever you love, enjoy. But the StatueCon part is completely different experience, and I think you're gonna absolutely love it. So I'm ready to host again. I'm ready. I'm a good host.
You ordered pineapple juice?
I will give you pineapple juice. Yes, I already have the list of stuff. Jules, too, you're gonna have to tell me what you like as well. I will have it ready for you.
Oh, Mexican beer, man.
Mexican beer, you like?
Oh, he'll have it. He'll have it.
I'll have it. You got it. Darker, darker or lighter one? Both? What?
Oh man, lager's pretty good.
Done. It's set in stone. It's over.
Nice. Let's holler at some people in the chat real quick. Solo Reaper, what's going on, man? Piggy Sam, what's going on with some peeps?
I don't have my phone with me. I like to chat with the people.
Narendra Modi? I'm not sure. Oh, for Italy. Okay.
Who knows, man? You get the trolls.
Fatal, what's going on, Fatal?
He will be there. Jules, you will be there at StatueCon as well. There'll be a lot of people we'll introduce you to.
I think it's
What's up, Nate?
Is his birthday? Yeah, I think it's his birthday.
It is. Okay, I don't know how to.
Ryan.
5 minutes here in the UK. I'm losing beauty sleep. What's good, Ryan? Oh, Jules want to say appreciate the work you guys did on the Warhammer.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you, Solo Reaper.
Jonathan says hi. What's going on? Appreciate you joining us, Jonathan. DJ Sweet C from Maryland in the house. What's going on?
I got a feeling you're going to have a lot of new faces, new people in the chat.
Yes. Jules will have to have you on every week so I can grow my audience. So we do have some questions for you. You mind if we go ahead and get started?
No, go for it, man. Go for it.
Okay. So just keeping it kind of basic. How did you get started in painting?
God, man, my mother used to joke that I sort of came into the world holding a crayon, like it's just something I've always done. Like I always drew pictures and painted and, discovered comic books at a really early age. So started copying those. And then later on, found model kits and started painting those. And then one day, I saw I went to a new school when I was about 10 years old, and this kid, Michael, had an army of little skeleton warriors. Oh. And my mind just fucking exploded, man. I'd never seen anything so cool. And 40 years later, I'm still coloring in these little skeleton warriors,
Yeah. Love it. Nice. Okay. Piggy, you had anything you want to ask? I don't, because I have a lot.
Yeah, I have a lot too. So I capped it. So all right. So Jules, as the person responsible for the paint masters that collectors ultimately judge a final product against, what's one aspect of a statue's paint application that collectors may overlook, but that professionals immediately notice?
Oh wow.
Whoa, that's a big one. There's probably an awful lot, for me, I think if it's a creature or a human or if it's a living thing that has skin on it, I think skin tones are super important. Like there's lots of different ways you can do it. We're always at Weta Workshop, we're always trying to make something look as real as it could be. So even if it's a fantasy creature, we like it to feel grounded, like it could exist. So I think for me, skin tone is really important, and it can be quite difficult to get correct. And then it can be even more difficult to do it in a way that can be replicated at mass manufacture. So I'd say skin tone, man. Like when I see a statue, if it has skin, again, like if it's a mech or a tank or something, obviously that's different. But if the statue has skin, that's always the first thing that I lock in on and study it, man. Like I study it. How do they do it? How do we do it? We paint ours similar to, because we do a lot of film work, and we paint a lot of prosthetics for various films, we'll employ some of the similar techniques that we use on prosthetics on our collectibles. So for me, it's skin, man. And I think it's hard. I think, I find it pretty difficult to do. It took me a long time to learn how to do it and to a level that I was sort of happy with.
Awesome. Thank you.
No, you're welcome.
Ives, what's going on, man?
Man, what's good, man? How y'all doing?
Good, man.
Jules, man. Hey, nice to meet you, man.
You too. Thank you for having me, man. This is cool.
Oh yeah. Sorry for the delay, man. I went to visit my parents this weekend, man, and we ran into some rain and some traffic and accidents, all type of stuff. I said y'all would do that today, man. But we made it here safely, so that's all that matters, man.
That's it, man. That's it.
Yep.
So you're with Weta. How did you get started with
Weta? God, good question. Weta Workshops. God, like I'm 49 years old. When a long time ago, I was at art school. And New Zealand's a really small country, so there's not back then anyway, there wasn't huge amounts of creative industries kind of operating. Weta Workshop and Weta Digital, now they're known as Weta FX, were sort of gearing up for Lord of the Rings, which was about to start filming. And I applied straight out of art school. I applied to work at Weta FX because I come from like a 3D background. Well, that's what I studied at art school, like 3D animation and stuff like that. And then didn't manage to get in. My house actually got broken into and they stole my computers and stuff. So I didn't even end up applying because my sizzle reel sort of disappeared into the mist. So then just went and did some other stuff with my life. But Weta Workshop was always in the background. And then when I was 37 years old, I was screen printing, at a screen printing place, doing, posters for bands and T-shirts for anyone who wanted them. And just sort of, it was time for a change. And my best friend worked at Weta Workshop, so he was like, "Man, you've got to come here." And I was kind of scared. I thought, "Oh man, I've got nothing to offer all those people. They're all way more clever than I am." Mm-hmm. But applied and got a job working on a film, and I'm still there. I've been 12 years in now, or coming up 12 years. I sort of discovered a whole bunch of people kind of similar to me, all of us interested in similar things. And the work's pretty hectic. It can be pretty stressful, but it's also rewarding and awesome. And it's a really cool place. So nearly 12 years on, I'm still there.
All right. Right. There was a question in the chat. So people rave about Prime 1. You guys brought like Avatars, Predator. Will you guys be doing any statues based off those characters?
We would like to.
Gotcha.
There's a lot of love for for both of those IPs. Avatar in particular, we worked on Avatar for 8 years.
Wow.
So that's an awful long time to be hanging out on Pandora.
Right.
Yeah.
And I absolutely loved the last film.
Oh
Yeah, did you? Yeah.
God, it was
awesome.
I thought it was incredible.
Yep.
I loved it. Big time. And the villain, that whatever her name was, you know me, I'll start raving about her. Fantastic. What a great villain. I mean, worthy of, like, you know, in the archives kind of villain.
Yeah.
If she comes back, you know, wow, she was that good. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, man, every now and then I think like a
it.
design comes along which is iconic and you know is still going to be interesting like 20 years later when we all look back on this. And I think Varang is one of those designs, man. Like, she looked awesome.
Yeah, the acting, everything. She was just a great villain, you know. And then what's the guy's name? Gosh, the
Colonel.
The Colonel, yeah, the Colonel.
Yeah,
he's like back seat now. It's like I don't even close to the level of this girl.
Yeah,
she's fantastic. I mean, she's running it. I mean, she is running it.
Yeah.
And it was a really long, great movie too. You know, I have a question before you jump in here. So, because I've always wondered, and Jules, you're like a rare. We never see you on YouTube or anything, or we never. Well, I don't, anyways. But how much is Weta? Let me ask another question. When did Weta start doing like statues and stuff? Is that one of your questions, guys? If I stole it, I stole it.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
You know what I mean? You're known for one incredible mastery of something, but now the statues are incredible too, and they're getting better. And I've noticed that they get better and better and better. So that's my question.
Oh, I hope so.
They get better. Now they're at a point that they're just awesome. But when I first saw Weta, when I first in this game, like maybe 10 years ago, I was like, okay, that's cool. But things it just keeps getting better and better, and now they're at a point that they're top tier.
Oh, thank you very much. To answer your question, we started. A lot of this happened before I worked there, so I might get some of the details wrong. But we started 25 years ago. So when we helped make the Lord of the Rings trilogy, Richard Taylor, the top dog, our CEO, he's got a great love of like resin statues. He's been collecting garage kits his whole life.
Oh, there it is.
And sort of 25 years ago, there wasn't really many people making statues, you know, like Sideshow were in their sort of early days. And so we just started. Our first one was Saruman with the Palantir from the Lord of the Rings. And I imagine it was kind of an experiment. Like, we didn't really know what we were doing. It was a really new industry. Like I said, there was garage kits and resin models around, but polystone, you know, was pretty small. So we started 25 years ago with Lord of the Rings, and then we had like a decade of primarily Lord of the Rings statues, and we found that other people really loved these statues like we did. And it grew from there. In the very early days, we were partnered with Sideshow, and then it sort of grew beyond that, and we sort of went out on our own. And we've just been like refining it over 2.5 decades, trying to, you know, get better at it, understanding what people want, what do we want. The market keeps changing too. Like, there's been a huge amount of shift over the last 25 years with what people want, and then there's a lot more players in the game now too. So I feel like all the studios are pushing each other to higher levels of achievement and ambition, which is exciting, but you know, it's speeding up. You know, I think that the audience has become more sophisticated. We like to think we've got better at our jobs, so you know, we're slightly better at sculpting, we're better at painting, just by practice.
Yeah, and these guys will tell you that. That StatueCon's very good at feedback. There's yeah. I always say that it's a place where, you know, Black Ice and Piggy and all these guys, they go and they're like pros. Like, you know, they know statues, they know the hobby, they know what design, And then after a while, it's like, yeah, really cool. But then they want to meet you guys, and then you'll know what the market is, because these are the, you know what I mean?
I
So
really look forward to it.
Yeah. And it
I
changed
think
the
it's
game
cool.
too. I think
Oh, sorry, Michael.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did I say, Joel? Sorry.
I think it's cool, man. Like the statue crowd is super passionate, you know, like everyone's so invested in this art form, and you know, and the source material, like these stories of heroes and villains are super important, and they always have been to human beings, you know. So like I welcome the feedback, and I love the fact that the community isn't passive, you know, like it's all in.
Yeah.
And I'll say, you know, being fortunate enough to go to StatueCon last year, I got a chance to see a lot of your statues, and some of my favorite statues was from the 40K, the 40K statues that you have. I mean, they are amazing.
Thank you very much. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm a massive Warhammer fan, so getting to partner with those guys is like unbelievably awesome on a personal level, and Weta Workshop itself there's a, like, as I'm sure you guys can imagine, it's pretty nerdy, you know. There's a lot of Warhammer, there's a lot of Dungeons and Dragons, there's a lot of games. So yeah, Warhammer there's a lot of enthusiasm for Warhammer as well.
Yep.
Just wanted to have something pulled up as we're talking, so we can see some of the work.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this one before, man.
But the one that they had at StatueCon, Black Ice, you were mesmerized by that statue, man. You kept going back to it.
and I definitely want to get it. Right now my display doesn't, you know, it's just not big enough for that statue because the base is so big. But man, I love them. So I do plan on getting them in the collection at some point, though.
All right, so Jules,
Awesome.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say thank you.
No, I was just gonna ask like a really quick follow-up to the previous question where you said it was like skin tone, which is like that thing that you notice that you want to perfect. And with that being said, so like when you have a prototype and you've got the skin tone down to a science, it's perfect, it's the way you want it. Like, what's the biggest challenge in keeping it that way once it hits mass production, like to maintain that quality and character of the original prototype?
Finding, like, good question, man, because I think that's, in a way, that's the most difficult part. So we have manufacturing partners that we've worked with for like a really long time. So it's not just a transactional business relationship. Like we know the names of their kids and, you know, go to weddings and stuff. So getting manufacturing partners that you trust and that they have some skin in the game, sort of like on an emotional level. And then we have like boots on the ground. Like we send, like we're in daily communication with them because of our geographic location. Like we're literally at the bottom of the world. We rely on the, you know, internet conversations like we're having now, but we also send Weta Workshop crew to the manufacturing facilities just to check in, you know, as often as we can. And really it's just communication, man, like keeping communication channels up on a super regular cadence. Sometimes we'll send painters to the facilities to you know, instruct their painters on some of our techniques.
Oh wow.
Wow. But yeah, that's a tricky one, man. But like, yeah, finding people that you trust and then keeping communication up is the answer.
Awesome. Thank you.
No, you're welcome.
So Drew, this is actually one of my favorite pieces, and one of the guys who is a part of our live stream from time to time, he actually has this piece or pre-ordered this piece. Yes.
Yeah, that's one of the best pieces I've ever seen, man. Lord of the Rings lines.
That was really scary, man, that piece. Like, a lot of people had been asking us over the years that we should do the entire fellowship in one statue, and that was just really daunting from like a creative level of representing each character in a light that is fitting of their stature within the trilogy and the story, plus also the amount of work it involved. We knew it would command, you know, a sizable price tag. So it was really, really nerve-wracking to do it. And we spent a long time on it. And obviously, like we've been involved with Middle Earth for 25 years. So we take it very seriously and have, you know, huge amounts of respect for it. So this was a really scary piece, and we really poured like our hearts and our souls into it, like we try to do with every project, but this one was really kind of special. And we were nervous about it, but it sold out in 49 minutes. So
wow.
So like obviously other people like it as well.
Congrats on that. It is an amazing piece, though.
Thank you.
One of the things that I think I like most is the fact that it tells a story, right? Like we can all think back to this happening in the movie. So for it to have that kind of representation is really, really awesome.
Oh, fantastic, man. Yeah, like we try and I sort of think, like, I hope this doesn't get too, you know, philosophical, but I think storytelling is at the heart of everything that we do, or everything we try and do. So narrative's really important. So wherever possible, we try and we sort of think of ourselves as storytellers. So if we can help tell a story in a statue, we'll certainly try and do that. So that's really wonderful to hear you say that.
Yeah.
This is it. This is awesome.
Cool game. Like to kind of piggyback on what you said, the way I know that a piece is like really dope and it got me and it pulled me in, if I'm looking at the piece and I'm checking out the art, and then it makes me want to go and watch the movie. Like it makes you want to go and revisit the IP. That's a piece. That's a good piece.
Oh, yeah. I'm real big on dioramas because I actually started out, you know, with 1/10 scale statues by Iron Studios. So I started out with dioramas. So, you know, when I see y'all statues, I mean, they speak dioramas on a whole nother level as far as that detail that I'm looking for. So I definitely look forward to getting more Weta pieces in my collection. Right now, I'm just trying to figure everything out. I don't like my stuff crowded. So I like to make sure everything is spaced out and looking good. So right now I'm just trying to strategize it, man. But I definitely plan on getting some more pieces soon.
Yeah, space is a hard one. Your collection's amazing, man. Like it is really spread out. My one's starting to get a bit crowded. I'm kind of running out of space a bit.
So speaking of that, do you collect only Weta pieces, or do you collect outside of Weta?
Oh no, I collect lots of stuff, man.
Okay.
I started off with, well, like as a kid, it wasn't really collecting, but you know, just toys, like a lot of Warhammer and fantasy, you know, miniatures for tabletop gaming. G.I. Joes, Transformers, Masters of the Universe is a big one for me, and continues to be to this day.
Yes.
Like I love it, man. But no, I collect. I certainly collect outside of Weta Workshop, man. Like, if there's something I really like, you know, I like monsters and fantasy. So, yeah, I'm quite an aggressive collector, and so yeah, I'll just navigate to something that I think is well executed or captures a character I love particularly well.
Nice.
Do you have a favorite character?
Oh, many. God, like Conan the Barbarian, I love. Masters of the Universe, I love. Like I kind of grew up with horror films and stuff, so like I still have a lot of love for monsters and creatures. You know, like Frankenstein's monster is. I still think to this day one of the greatest character designs out there.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Would you ever consider maybe lobbying to do a horror line? Frankenstein, werewolf, Dracula.
Oh, absolutely, man. Like we talk about it all the time. What we do and what we don't do. Like it's increasingly difficult because of so many. Not difficult, but being aware of what already exists, and if we think we can bring something, like bring a different point of view or a different take to the subject matter. And the universal monsters are pretty well covered. I mean, I would get great personal satisfaction out of doing it, but there's a lot of really, really great ones out there.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I just say I like what you just said, because sometimes in the community we feel as though we're oversaturated with certain characters, and it's like they're just putting out statues. So to hear that you want to bring something new when you actually create that character, that's I like to hear stuff like that, because that's the way I look at it too. I mean, don't just give us something. Give us something that's going to grab our attention and make us want to buy that piece. So I really admire that.
Yep. Agreed. All right,
So level of detail on these things is
I'm looking at it, bro. That's crazy.
And that's what I was going to mention. Like, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead, man.
So with the detail and like a lot of collectors focus on sculpting, but like the paint often determines like whether a piece feels alive. So when you're evaluating like one of your finished prototypes, what tells you that this statue has crossed the line from like a good collectible to like a truly great one?
Oh wow, good question. So we have like a how do I do this? Like we have a team of people. We have a team of sculptors. We've got about 16 sculptors on the collectibles team. Then we've got a paint team, and then we have like a group of kind of core creatives. And we start. It's a process. So we start at the very, very beginning. We start with a story. Like, what's the story we're going to tell? Or if it's an environmental piece, like we do environments, from Middle Earth predominantly, what's the emotion that we're trying to evoke with the piece? And then we'll switch to motivation. So if it's like one of the very early questions is it an exciting moment, or like a battle moment, or there's a lot of movement going on, or is it a quieter moment, like it might be a moment of pathos or sadness, or reflection of the internal reflection of the character. Then once we've decided those two things, and then that's informed by usually by the character itself, like why, if we're going to portray a character, it's usually because we love him or her or it, and we think other people do as well. So what's a cool way and an honest way to depict that character? And then we start sculpting, and all the way through, myself, Richard Taylor, senior sculptors, painters get involved. Everyone's welcome to be a part of the conversation as we're developing it. And so we just refine it as we go, and then hopefully by the time we get to the end, it's as good as it can be. So there's not a single moment where we think it's tipped over to be great, although that can happen. But hopefully it's just we're refining it through the process. So we're trying to find the greatness as we go along.
Awesome. Well, you guys are finding it. You're definitely finding it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
As soon as you see these new Warhammer pieces you guys are coming out with, I think it's Monday or whatever the pre-order drops. One of the most amazing things I got from Jack. Jack's these guys haven't met Jack, but I've talked to Jack. So every year we sit down and we look at the new products, and we try to. One thing that amazed me was Weta asked me, "What do you think? What would work and not work?" And I'm like, "Wow, what company's ever done that?" And then one of the suggestions was and I think they've done it before I even suggested it, is the Warhammer pieces are, like Black Ice is saying, the Titus, when it came out and I opened it, it was the statue of the year for me. Because of, these little votes. I go, this is the best thing I've seen all year, and it was for that year. Then Abaddon, the Despoiler, came out, and that was the best one for that piece. The downfall, when I was telling Jack, was they're massive.
Yeah.
They're huge.
They are, man.
And those are 1/6.
Yeah, exactly.
These are 1/10, and they're like the classic series. But look how awesome these are, and the collectability for the 1/10 Warhammer is going to be big. I think that's amazing.
Oh, we hope so, man. Yeah, the Warhammer stuff, the size of them, like Lieutenant Titus was our first one, and like I've spoken about this with the Warhammer guys as well. Like our we had announced we were going to do them in 1/6 scale because that's what we normally do. Like we've done some quarter scale statues, but we're predominantly known for 1/6 scale, and we feel comfortable in that scale. So we announced we're doing Warhammer at 6 scale, and like we all knew that Space Marines were big, but it wasn't really until we started actually building one that we really fundamentally understood how big they were. And then of course we put a dead Tyranid under it, and then that didn't help with how big it was.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And like there was genuine excitement on our part to be involved with Warhammer. And then we did Abaddon the Despoiler. Like that character's 12 feet tall, I think, and if he was, in real life.
Wow.
So yeah, they're massive, man. And I think honestly we didn't quite really grasp what we were getting ourselves into.
Yeah, because see, I was confused because I was used to seeing them say 1/6, but when I seen it in person, it was more like a quarter scale, like it was the size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like the size of a quarter scale. So I was like, man, how is this 1/6? And then I was like, okay, because they're bigger, they're
Because
bigger.
they're huge. Yeah.
So
like a Space Marine is like 8. Well, we made our Lieutenant Titus like he would be 8.5 feet tall if he was in real life. And I think Abaddon the Despoiler, I think he's 10.5 feet tall to the top of his head, but then he's got that trophy rack behind him. So yeah, these characters are really, really big. So these 1/10 Space Marines on screen at the moment, they end up being about the size of a traditional 6 scale, like in your hands, like a sort of 6 scale Lord of the Rings human character, like a 6 foot tall character in 6 scale.
nice.
These guys at 10th scale are about that size.
And back when Weta asked me, I said, make them 1/10 because you can collect them more. And they're like, okay, we kind of did that. I'm like, okay. Then they showed me what they were, and I was like, that's the right path. And then just by coincidence too, the economy demands this.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, to be honestly, capitalistic as possible. Those big pieces they're not as appealing as they used to be. It's not artistic wise. I'm just talking about the pocketbook. Yeah.
So we have a question in the chat. Mitch said, seeing as you guys worked on Dune and Alien Earth, is there any chance of pieces coming for those?
There's always a chance, man. Like there's always a chance. I can't really talk too much about what may or may not be happening in the future. I will say, just because we worked on a film doesn't give us the rights to make the collectibles.
Yeah,
obviously
that's crazy.
I
Because
know, right?
like the business side of it's another whole universe of complications. But if we have worked on a project, it means that obviously we've got a relationship with that studio, so we might be, we can certainly always have the conversation. We have actually done Alien Predators and Alien collectibles, and earlier on someone asked about Predators. We've got a line of vinyl figures called Mini Epics, which we haven't released any for I mean, they're still in market. We haven't done any new ones for a year or so.
Yeah.
But we've got both Alien and Predator mini epic vinyl figures.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've seen some of those, the mini epics.
But
Nice.
we would love to like Alien. I mean, Alien, you don't have to even talk about it, eh? It's so cool. And then June, like if people ask me my favorite book, you know, like it's a stupid question, like what's your favorite record? But if I have to answer my favorite book, for me, it's June, man. Like I've read it so many times. I really, really love it.
Wow.
Nice. So what scale is this one here?
It's a 6 scale.
Okay.
It's a big boy.
Yeah.
Big boy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's very important in that faction, but still, it's a big boy.
Yeah. That's nice, man.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have I was talking to Jack this morning, like we're bringing some of the prototypes
There we go.
that we'll have at Comic-Con with us to StatueCon. So hopefully I'll have that guy with me at StatueCon.
That was my next question. I wanted to know if you would have some, because I'm looking forward to seeing them.
Yeah, we're definitely bringing stuff. And I've got Jack and I are working on a surprise for StatueCon as well, which we're still trying to work out.
Okay.
But there'll be hopefully there'll be a reveal just for StatueCon.
Nice. That's awesome.
And you've got your team has sent pieces in the past. You know, they mail them to me, and people really appreciated that too. So thank you too for your team. That's
Oh, of course, man. Like I watch all the like you guys, you know, I imagine you guys hang out on YouTube a lot. Like I watch a lot of videos, and I've been stalking StatueCon, man, since you started.
Honor, thank you.
Nice.
Because I think Jesse told me that he was off. I'm like, what's StatueCon? I think it was in your first year. I was like, what's this thing, man? I haven't heard of this, and then watched all the videos. It looks amazing.
Hey, thanks to these guys here that come, and they make it pretty amazing, and it gets bigger and bigger every year because of these guys. So they just, you know, think about it. I mean, from all over, it's literally all over the world. They're trying to book flights and money and spend their time away from family, you know, just to go and do this because of the passion, and the results are pretty incredible. I think it's awesome, and I love hanging out with these guys because now it feels like it's a family reunion. It's like the family's here. As soon as you walk in the door, oh, what's up, Black? That's Black Isis here. All right, what do you need? What are you drinking? What do you want? And then he goes wander off. He wanders off because he knows where he's going, and that's it.
Yep. Great time.
Jules, you have a great time. We're gonna take care of you.
No, I can't wait. I can't wait.
So we have another question in the chat from Vision. He say, so how involved are painters and sculptors in the final production samples collectors receive compared to the original prototype?
Good question. So as much as we can be. So it's like we were talking earlier, like we'll send Weta Workshop crew to our manufacturing facilities to oversee it. We have various quality control stages. So inside our workshop, inside Weta Workshop, we make what we call paint masters and mold masters. So we'll paint a statue which is like a set of instructions for our partners to copy, and we make a mold master, which is a casts of our finished sculpt, which they will make their molds out of, and then we'll fly over to the facility and just check. So every project is a little bit different, just depending on like a lot of different factors, but we try and involve the artists as much as is feasible at every stage.
Gotcha. Let's see what it is supposed to do. The statue family home.
I'm excited, man. That Weta section, when we were all filming while we were there, it was like a line everyone wanted to get over there to the point where I think some of us just start doubling and tripling up and just doing the video together over there. And I think the maybe last year or the year before that, the number one piece, I can't think of it, the bird.
Salvation at Mount Doom.
Yeah.
Ooh, man. God.
That was the showstopper.
Yeah. That was a nice one. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that makes me really, really happy to hear that.
Yeah, that's real nice.
I have no room to, well, I don't have a spot for that, but my brain was going very hard trying to figure out, like, if I just bring this home, where can I put it? It almost ended up on the dining room tables, but thankfully I kind of came to my senses before I left.
Yeah, it's a difficult one, man. Like, because when we dream up an idea or we think we've got a cool idea, the size of a thing, it's important. Like, left to our own devices, if we didn't have to worry about, shipping or manufacturing costs, or ultimately, the cost we have to pass on to the fan and the community, like, the temptation to just go bigger and bigger on a creative level is always there, but you have to temper it with, what people can actually put in their house and what people can afford, both, financially and real estate wise.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a tricky balance, especially with some of these stories like Middle Earth and Warhammer. Excuse me. The creatures and the environments are so wonderful, but some of them are just so massive. It's a tricky balancing act, trying to work out exactly what the sweet spot is for the source material and the narrative we're trying to tell, and of course what the fan and the community can actually tolerate.
Yeah. I mean, that definitely makes sense. Because I mean, that's one thing in the community that we talk about, the most is like space. At some point you're gonna run out of space. And that's why I collect all scales. I don't discriminate against any scales, because I can't do all 1/3. I can't do all quarter scales. If I could, then I would definitely try. But sometimes the smaller scale statues are what allows us to continue collecting. So that's why I try to keep those in the collection.
Yeah, I've got a Sideshow piece of I'm a big Batman fan.
Mm-hmm.
So that they did it a few years ago of Batman from The Dark Knight Returns, and he's sort of jumping off a big lightning bolt.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like, I love it, man. But it's huge, very, very big.
Yeah, like 33 inches tall or something like that.
Yeah.
I have
I
that
had a
piece.
chance to see it in person. Oh, you have it?
Yep.
Yeah, it's massive.
Yeah.
I agree.
We have it on display still.
What like Black Ice was saying, like with the 10 scales, even 6 scales, but definitely with the 10 scales, I like it because you can tell a whole story in the space of what maybe 1 or 2 third scales take up. Like, that's a whole shelf or a whole section if you have 2 third scale pieces, but you can get like 8 10 scale pieces and you have a whole war scene, a whole whatever story it is you're trying to convey. So
exactly.
I love the smaller scale.
Yep.
Yeah, we're always trying to like, our aspiration with all of our statues is that if you photograph it, it could be a screen grab, or look as realistic as possible. In the past, when we started, it was every sculpt, like, I imagine all the studios on around the planet, we were doing what we call traditional sculpts, done in clay. And so with the smaller scales, there was limitations of clay, of like how much detail you could get in. With the rise of technology and like 3D printing in particular, we're finding now that we're at a point where we can get as much detail or nearly as much detail into some of these smaller scales as we could with larger scales. So our ability to sort of maintain the quality that we aspire to, and like you saying, that the sense of narrative, it's all possible now.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah, and speaking, I noticed when I was at StatueCon, I seen a lot of the like very small little dioramas, like the lands and different stuff. Like those, man, the detail on those things were awesome. You know, just to see those, small little statues, but they just had so much detail in them.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like we're in a sort of golden age, I think, of technology. Like I sort of feel we've reached a point now where if you can dream it, you can build it. Like the 3D printing is really good. It's accessible. Like it's not super expensive for a really good 3D printer.
Mhm.
You know, the digital software now is really good. So it's like you can achieve an awful lot these days, which, 10, 15 years ago perhaps wasn't the case.
Mhm.
We still employ traditional clay techniques at Weta Workshop. So it's a hybrid for us. Like every project is a little different depending on the artist, but we still use clay, but the digital stuff has added a lot of what's possible.
Gotcha. That's awesome. Let's see.
Just wanted to highlight since we're looking at so many different scales, kind of highlight the dimensions on some of these pieces as well. People have an idea of exactly how big these are.
So what's the Radagast? So, God, you guys are inches. He's probably six inches tall.
I thought he was 12.
About eight.
I thought he was
Sorry.
11.
Almost 12. 11 and a half inches tall.
He's a 1/6 scale, so he's got.
Oh, sorry, I thought he was one of our mini statues.
Yeah, the mini ones are. We have a whole section of those too. They're fantastic too. I don't think
Okay.
Yeah, I like these.
But that's again, so that's what it does. It's like if you can't have space for 1/6, you got the mini ones, and if you want the 1/4, they got the 1/4, and if you want Radagast with his wonderful house and the rabbit and everything, you got that, and huge. But I think the most popular is again, it's like the 1/6 that I've seen. Just my statistics. I mean, it could be completely different somewhere else, but the 1/6 it's pretty great. I mean, a lot of people like kind of like the Hot Toy size, right? Like they just like that size.
Because you still get the presents, right?
Yeah. It's a sweet spot. Yeah,
it's a sweet spot. Yeah, it's kind of like quarter scale is the best. The most popular. I'm not gonna say the best, bad word, but most popular for bigger statues, right?
Yeah.
So like the sweet spot. Third might be enormous. It's just ridiculously big. Half scale, forget it. If you have a refrigerator, but some things are fantastic. Yeah, they're 1/6. It's pretty good.
So Jules, you mentioned the digital concept, and I think Vision has a good question where he says has a design or concept looked amazing digitally, but it kind of like completely failed once it turned into the physical prototype.
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. The transition from digital to physical is always quite shocking. Like we predominantly use a software called ZBrush or ZBrush, and inside the computer, things look a certain way. Like there's perspectives that are applied digitally that. I mean, I kind of think the whole thing is a big lie. Like the software's trying to trick you quite often into thinking this thing looks good. So like when there's a video game artist, if you're doing something that never has to leave the computer, that's a very, very different thing of what we're trying to do, of drag it into the real world. So we do a lot of prototyping. So because oftentimes we'll find something that does look amazing on screen or is reading really well on screen doesn't read well in the physical world. So we'll do a lot of preliminary 3D prints all the way through a sculpt to constantly test it. Like sometimes we'll even even the basic anatomy might look correct, like how long an arm should be in proportion to a leg or whatever. And then we print it, and then they might look wrong. So there's a lot of prototyping to get around that. Because we've been doing it for so long now, like we kind of know how deep to make our skin pores or wrinkles. We sort of have a bunch of tricks that we know work just by trial and error. But what's happening inside the computer is not an accurate representation of what's happening in the real world. So we do a lot of prototyping before we will consider something finished.
Awesome.
We have another question from Artist Future. He say, what is the average poly count on the Warhammer piece?
Very, very high, man. Very, very high. Different artists work in different ways. So I don't know what the average is, but it's in the it's ridiculously high.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, that's interesting, man. Man,
so you worked on a lot, right? Do you have, and you may not, but is there one that kind of stands out to you that you just really appreciated or had a fun time working on?
Oh man, there's several. And it changes, over the years. But at the moment, and I don't own it, which really annoys me, but we did a King of the Dead from Lord of the Rings maybe 2 years ago. And
is that still on your site? Sorry, is that still on your site?
Should be. Yeah, he's standing on a pile of skulls, and we cast him in translucent resin. There's a skull inside his portrait. Where is
Here to the left?
No, not that one. Maybe he's gone. Keep scrolling down. Far out. I can't see him. There he is.
Okay.
Right here?
Yeah, that King of the Dead there. I was really proud of how he turned out.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun to do. And we've got floating skulls. I'm a big fan of translucency when it's applicable. And I thought, this isn't a moment that we saw on screen. So that's a thing we can talk about later on. But this was more just a straight up portrait of the King of the Dead. Like how we were trying to encapsulate his character. So it's not a scene specific frame from the movie, which is often what we will do. But I thought this one came out really, really well. And I'm a fan of the character as well. I think there's a tragedy there, and I thought the design of him was really cool. And all the way through the story, like even after all these years, I still sort of navigate towards this character as being one of my favorites.
Nice.
So yeah, this one's one of my favorites, man. And also Abaddon the Despoiler from Warhammer is I think he came out pretty well.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, this is nice. Does this glow in the? It almost look like it glows in the dark a little bit.
Right.
It doesn't glow in the dark, but it is translucent. So all of the edges, all the extremities are translucent. So light shines through, giving it almost like it does glow in the dark.
Okay.
Nice. Good.
It's a shame we can't see these in person.
Right.
Hint. You'll see it. Hint. Cool. Don't be an amateur. Let's go. Come on. Get on the train. Pack your bag.
Yes,
Let's go. You want to see that? That is beautiful. I'm just keeping quiet because I'm like, haven't seen it in person. It's absolutely incredible.
Look at that, man.
The skulls are there. There's a couple of magnets too that just kind of floating.
Okay.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, have you got one, Michael?
Oh, I got one. Oh, yeah. You'll see. I changed from last year to this year. The entire Weta display is pretty much 60% changed.
Okay.
In a sense of design too, and pieces and a lot of stuff too. So I always try to sneak some pieces in, and I have to be strategic about it.
If you guys in the chat like what you're seeing, StatueCon 2026.
Oh man, this
Oh,
one
yeah.
here, the Labyrinth piece.
Yeah.
I'm really, really into this one as well. This is another one I don't own. The only way you can get David Bowie's likeness is through this property, the Labyrinth.
Uh-huh.
And like, I love the Labyrinth. I've got every other piece we made, I managed to pick up. Like, I've got Hoggle and Ludo and Sir Didymus. But this one I don't have. I've actually got her head here. Where's the camera? Oh, you guys.
Is that Sarah? Sarah's head?
This is Sarah, yeah. It's too dark.
Oh, hold
But-
on a second. Hold
There we
on.
go.
Get you.
But I had a lot of
There we
fun
go.
painting this one. And let's see if I can. There we go. This. Oh, sorry, the lighting's terrible. But we spent a lot of time prototyping that one. There was I think everyone was nervous to be working on the Labyrinth and getting all the characters right.
So we got another question from Vision. He say, how much freedom does Weta have creatively versus approvals from studios like DC, Marvel, or Lord of the Rings license holders?
It differs, actually. So different studios like to operate in different ways. With Lord of the Rings, we've been working with in this instance Warner Brothers for such a long time. We have a very, very close relationship with them. So there's a lot of mutual trust. So with Middle-earth, we get left alone a lot. Some of the actors retain the rights to their likenesses, so we have to often get their approval that we're depicting them in a manner that they're comfortable with. DC, they're all slightly different. So we get how it works is it's always a conversation. Like, it's a lot more human than I think people often think. So once we've entered into an agreement and the lawyers have done their stuff and now we're partners, it really is, we just start drawing pictures or doing rudimentary, like pushing shapes around and sending photographs and having calls like we are now with our partners. So it's a conversation. So there is a sandbox and there's rules, but we're never trying to, shame a character. We're always trying to elevate them and show the IP or the character in a positive light. So usually there's quite a lot of creative freedom, and as long as there's no surprises along the way, it's okay. So we get quite a lot, but it's always like a partnership. It really is a partnership. As long as we're talking with them and showing them what we're thinking, we're usually okay. It's getting things wrong, like it's trying to like the things that studios will get upset about is if you're portraying a character in a light that isn't true to them. But that's not anything we'd ever be interested in doing. And then it's funny stuff like getting it's not funny, but as long as the portrait, the face of an actor or actress is accurate, that we're usually okay.
So I have a question. You talked about partnerships, and I know it really is more for like the licenses, things like that. But we've seen partnerships between companies. For example, Prime One Blitzway, XM, and Legendary Beast. If you could do any kind of collaboration, and I don't know if you can answer this or not, but who would you like to see Weta Workshop partner with to create an IP?
Oh, wow. Good question. I haven't actually really thought about that in regards to pure statue manufacture, because we partner with people all around the world. For me, like the biggest one on a personal level is kind of Warhammer. Like I'm I've been hanging out with Warhammer for 40 years, you know, sort of since they started. So we are kind of already partnering with my first choice.
Nice. Okay. That's awesome.
And then the way the workshop works, so we're quite a diversified business. Like I'm in consumer products, but we have a design division, a manufacture division, which we call Screen. We have a tourism division. So we're partnering with people all the time. But for me, it's probably Warhammer, you know? Yeah.
Nice.
So Games Workshop, you mean? Games Workshop.
Yeah, Games Workshop. I'm a big fan. I would love to do like a Conan the Barbarian one day. That'd be amazing. Or H.P. Lovecraft, if you guys know his writing, that would be pretty cool. Yeah.
So I actually have that Batman statue, man, and I love it along with Joker as well. Which I'm gonna be honest, I mean I'm a huge fan of that Joker. I know a lot of people don't like that that Jared Leto type of Joker, but I'm a huge fan of him, man. Because I just love Joker in general. That's my favorite DC villain.
Me too.
Yeah, so all versions of Joker, man, for the most part, I like him. It's hard for me not to like it. And I definitely had to get this statue, man, when I got it, because I got it for a great deal. I actually found it, third party, and got it for a great deal. So it's in the collection right now, and I doubt if it's ever leaving.
Fantastic, man. I've actually got the original clay sculpt of that one in my studio here. He's a bit too high for me to get to at the moment.
Okay. Nice.
But yeah, I love the Joker, man. Like I couldn't believe it when we got to do that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, awesome piece, man. Rayon, man, you joined us, man. What's good, man? How you doing?
Hey, so I was busy. I told Ice I don't know if I could make it, but when I heard the legend by the name of Jules was hopping on, I had to come show some love.
Yeah,
You know, he don't understand how many times have I seen his interviews, watching these talk about these pieces, man. Because in person, I've never seen a Weta piece, and so I only go by collectors that have them in hand. What they think about them in pictures, videos, and that's kind of like one of the reasons I'm kind of jealous of people going to StatueCon, because I understand Marcos has tons of Weta pieces out there, to see visually in person. But Jules, man, let me tell you, last Thursday I got a dream piece of mine. I've wanted to scratch this Lords of the Ring itch away. But as you know, prices with all these companies have gone high. And most of all, the space is a killer for a lot of us. Yeah. And when you guys came up with with this masterpiece right here, you made my decision.
Hold on, Ryan.
My decision.
Get you on the big screen. There we go.
Oh wow, you got that one. Fantastic.
Yeah, you made my decision very simple.
Yeah.
Very simple. And I just want to thank you and everybody that was involved with it. I had to come and show some love. So.
Oh, thank you very much, man. I'm so happy you love it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we were talking earlier about it. It was we were really nervous about it. We didn't know if it was too big or if we'd done we always get nervous if we're portraying the characters in a way that's going to resonate with people and it's true to the source material. And then that one, again, it wasn't specifically a moment that we saw on screen, so we had to invent a little bit of the narrative. So I'm so happy that you like it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. if you're interested, Jules, I did a live unboxing actually Thursday on a different channel, and you can hear my excitement in my tone.
I'll be sure to check it out, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I got to check it out too, man. I was busy Thursday, so I got to check it out.
Jules, the guys from Sideshow that come, Anthony and Daniel and Jesse and all those guys, they always talk about, their projects. It's like, yeah, you get, as a consumer, you get to see the statue, the reveal, the pre-order, but it's year and a half in the making. Is that the same thing for Weta?
100%. Like usually from like ideation to something being available for a customer is usually about 1 year. There's a lot of variables, but it's usually about 1 year. Some pieces we've made have taken longer for various reasons, like maybe the creative team didn't get it right the first time. So like if we're not feeling that we've hit the right level with something, we won't release it, so we'll go back a few steps to improve it. And then other times it happens quicker. But yeah, usually about 1 year. So we're always operating like my brain will be, and the creative team's brains will be on stuff that might not be seen in the world for another year. So things like Comic-Con and conventions are really exciting because we get to finally show people stuff that we've been, torturing ourselves over for 12 months.
Nice. So we got another question from Justin. He say, love the products from Weta. He say, any interest in doing franchises like Die Hard or Lethal Weapon characters, or a boxing line, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson? That would be amazing as well.
Oh man, good question. So Muhammad Ali, man, or Mike Tyson, there's an idea floating around that we'd like to do of, like, we don't have a name for it, and I'm not saying it's going to happen or anything, but a lot of the creatives at Weta Workshop, we would love to do a line of and we just call it legends. If we could just do portraits of people that we admire, so whether they be, athletes, film directors, good skateboarders, famous painters, comic book writers or artists. I think that would be something that we would really like to do on a personal level, just to sort of pay tribute to our heroes. Like Muhammad Ali would be cool, right?
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Mike Tyson would be amazing.
I love Mike. That's my favorite boxer, man.
Hey, Jules, I caught a little bit of the conversation. I believe you said you like monsters, and I was just curious. Is I think Weta work with Kong before? I'm curious, would y'all ever be in the future interested in working on doing something like that, King Kong?
King Kong, yeah, we've done it. Yeah. We did a lot. Oh well, we did quite a few King Kong pieces from Peter Jackson's King Kong.
Okay.
Before I worked at Weta Workshop, so maybe, when did that film come out? Maybe 18, 20 years ago, perhaps. I'm not sure. So we definitely did King Kong. I've got a few of those pieces myself, actually. But yeah, we would, if we felt that there was appetite for more King Kong, I'm sure we would absolutely go there.
Okay.
So we have another question from Vision. He said, as a senior painter, what paint detail or technique do collectors usually overlook that actually takes the most time?
Oh, good question. I think for me, when something gets smaller, like the smaller something is, it can take longer than if something's large. Like the larger pieces can be a bit quicker to paint because you can use spray cans or airbrushes, like techniques that allow it to be done a bit faster and a bit more organically. When things get really small, like the size of a mini or something, that can take longer. And then finding ways, like when you're at home, like for, the guys in the room and everyone online, if you're a hobbyist, like I spend a lot of time painting at home, little wargaming minis, you can take as long as you want, and use whatever techniques you want because you're just generally doing one. When you're painting something for mass manufacture, it has to be replicated, and it has to be able to be replicated in a sustainable manner so they all look, as good as each other. Because they're done by hand, of course, there might be, slight variance from statue to statue, but you want it all to be as close to the paint master and as to the next one as possible. So it's finding techniques that elevate the sculpture and portray the character faithfully that can also be replicated to a high level. God, I hope that doesn't sound too waffly. It's not very specific. But for me, I think skin, man, like painting skin well is by far the thing I struggle with the most and what I think about the most. Like generally with any character, if that character has a face, that's what people look at. That's what they gravitate towards. I just think it's how the human brain is wired. And like people say, the eyes are the window to the soul, and that's true. So getting the face right, I think, is the most important thing.
Definitely agree with that. Because that's one thing that we talk about a lot in the community is likeness. How much does it look like the character or the person that you're portraying? And when that portrait does not look like it's supposed to, the community will let you know.
Yeah, it's a dub.
Oh yeah. And that's like we were saying earlier, that's driven by passion, the people, there's the subject matter that Weta Workshop and other studios are portraying. People, it's very important to people, these myths and these legends.
Yeah.
So getting it wrong is a terrible thing.
Most definitely. So we have another question from Solo Reaper. He says, do you guys have interest in doing art prints based off your statues?
We do, yes. We have done a couple of times in the past, and we've partnered with other artists around the world to do that. The art prints are definitely, like, it's something that we do, and it's something we're looking to expand on. Like, as long as there's, interest shown. So when, like, that comment's fantastic. Like, we try and talk to people as much as we can. And so if there is a demand for it and people want it, it's absolutely something we would look into.
Nice. Yeah, that's one thing about me. I love pairing art with my statues. I just feel like it completes each other, to have that 3D representation along with that art print. That's something that I do, with pretty much all of my statues. If you look, I always have a representation in some form of art to go along with the statues.
Yeah, I've seen your some of your your collection tours. Yeah, you do that really well.
Thank you. Yep. Let's see what we got here.
Man, he's great.
Oh man. So yeah, so what's what I wanted to say? So you will be at StatueCon, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep,
So
me and my colleague Jack will be there. It's our first time, so we're really excited.
Okay.
And we're working on, hopefully we're bringing a surprise with us.
Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Last year was my first year going, so I'm more excited about it this year. Because I'm kind of familiar. I know what kind of to expect, but at the same time, looking forward to meeting new people and the new reveals and different stuff like that, man. So, and then I need a little vacation too. I'm ready to get out of Florida, for a while. And
I wish I could have a vacation. Shoot. That's tough in my job, Lauren.
Yep.
So, Marcos, you mentioned earlier that y'all moving some stuff around. Are y'all changing the shelving or exactly what are y'all switching up?
It's it's a whole tricky 9 month. As soon as you guys leave, that Sunday. StatueCon's over. Get out of here. Leave. The process begins. It really does. So there are pieces. We try to hold pieces at least. I don't know. And then again, let's go back. This is there's a lot of layers to us. A lot of companies will send us APs, okay? And the APs, they're there. They're just to show the beautiful art that is possible, that was possible.
Yep.
And those never move, right? Those are just, we got to dust them. And because they're gifts, we're not going to sell that. We're not going to sell it. It's part of the forever display thing there. So let's say, for example, for Weta, I've already moved pieces out. People have bought them. People have bought certain pieces, but now I have other pieces. I think somebody in the chat asked me, hey, are there statues that you can buy at StatueCon? That's very tricky. The event is not exactly made for sales. Like, it's not driven, oh, here it comes, everything's 50% off and I don't care what. It's not like that, which probably a terrible business move on my part, but it's based on so the Wetas, if you guys remember last year, you probably don't, you probably will. It's completely changed, and part of it is to accommodate for two great guests coming all the way. You know what I mean? They have their spot now, and then we have space for anything new that comes in. And then I got 10 new pieces from them, and you may or may not have the master collection piece there. I'm not going to tell you. You will know. You'll see it. You know you have the pieces there. But it would be blown away. It is one of the, because that was going to be one of my questions to you, Jules. What do you, after I do this, I have a question for you. But anyway, back to your question, Tim. So, yes, there's things that change. Pieces change. Displays change. New products come in. We go to the toy fair maybe every 2 years in New York City to see what's out there. This is a toy fair just for retailers or whatever, to go out there and see who works, who doesn't work. That's how I got in. Jules talks about Warhammer. Wait until you see our Warhammer section. It's bonkers, because that's a product we came in 2 years ago. We started one shelf. Now we got 10. And we're the largest in the area. And that got me into Warhammer Weta, and that got me directly to Weta. So it's all connected into that. So there's other companies that came. Now we have Dark Horse stuff. So we had to add that stuff, and then remove new pieces and add. We got Jules. We got that Hobbit piece. The guy, you guys made a booth ends from Emerald City Comic Con 2019.
Oh wow! Yep.
They're big Hobbit, the big dwarfs. Well, we got that's a surprise piece for people when they walk in. So we got that.
Oh, so fantastic, man! Fantastic.
Yeah, so we have that. So sorry, cool. I know it's long-winded, man, but yeah, it changes all the time. And if you guys ever wanted to come and say, yo, I know people ask me, how much is that Eagle Salvation piece? I go, it's not. The problem with those master collection pieces, they sell out in, like Jules said, 49 minutes. They sell out, and you can't carry extras. There is no extras. The box is massive. I don't have it. But some pieces I do. Some, like the 1/6 scale stuff from Weta, I might have certain pieces. They have replica pieces too. They have Bilbo's pipe. They might have a key to bag end. They have stuff like that that's easier to store. Labyrinth, the worm, stuff like that. So that stuff can be purchased if we have some. And so that is that. But we've changed a lot. Yeah, it's completely, when they walk in, Piggy, when you walk in, and Black, when you walk in, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, all right, it's changed. It's completely. Yeah, and we have to keep it fresh. If you come back in and the same pieces, it's like, oh, cool. But again,
right,
these guys look at the statues for a little bit, and they know, and then they take pictures and they do they get their footage, but then we all hang out and have a good time. So it's there's a balance too. So yeah.
To piggyback off of that, whether StatueCon is set up to sell statues or not, I always end up spending money and getting some stuff every time.
Yeah, it's a residual thing, Jules. It is. It really, you don't have to put much effort in it. You know what I mean? It's just kind of, but it's not geared for that. Really, there is no admission fee for the public. It's not $5 to get in. There are a couple. There's an extra actor that came there. There's a couple of Star Wars actors that come and they're fans. And they're coming, and then, you know, they ask me, hey, can I do some signings here? Yeah, sure. I'm not asking for anything, just, you know. But again, remember, D was awesome. He would hang out with us. He was walking around. He was fascinated with this stuff, and he came all the way from, you know, the UK to come hang out with us, and he's coming back just because he loved it so much. He just loves this. It's a different, StatueCon is not, I know it says con, but it doesn't run like that. There's no fluffer to it. It is people with passion and love for 3D art. They come and they have a great time amongst each other. You know, it's a safe place. You know, it's a good spot.
Yeah, well done, Marcos. I mean, it seems to me like you just said it. It's a genuine passion thing. Like, it's not the fact it's not strictly speaking a commercial enterprise. It's a celebration of something that, you know, all of us in this chat and obviously a lot of people around the world are deeply passionate about. So it's coming from a place of authenticity, and it's genuine. And I think obviously people are responding to that. So I mean, well done, man.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I give credit to these guys too. I mean, they really make it they make it awesome. You know, I'm the one just ask them. I go, hey, can you make it? And you know, once they pull the trigger, they're in. You know, it's hard to pull that trigger. It really is. You know, some people don't like to travel. Some people can't travel. Some people have anxiety about it. They, you know, but once you do it, it's like jumping off a plane, man. I bet you want to jump off the plane again.
Jules, I have a questions because I've gone back and forth with some of the collectors before this was announced, the fellowship. I was curious, how much of this piece or your other Lords of the Ring pieces are hand sculpted and digitally sculpted, percentage wise?
So it's a mix.
Okay.
In like 20 years ago, it was all predominantly traditional sculpting, so clay sculpting. The rise of digital technology has been immense. So these days, it's predominantly digital sculpting by far, but we lean into the strengths of the artist. So there's no right or wrong way to do a thing. So if an artist prefers to use traditional techniques, then that will do it traditionally. Oftentimes it's a amalgamation of both. So like digital technology has, like anything, it has advantages and disadvantages. So texture detail digitally is really amazing. So you can get like the texture of cloth or armor, like beaten steel, or you can get thread counts in cotton with digital sculpting. So digital sculpting is really good at drapery and armor. So like it's a mix. It is by far more common to have a digital pipeline for us these days.
Okay.
Nice. And then we have one more question from Vision. How many different poses are typically explored before the final one is selected?
Oh man, case by case. Like sometimes we have an idea and we just, all of us feel like that's really cool, like that's the idea, and it's the first idea. Other times we'll explore different poses and then tweak it. With like Neve Black Talon is a Warhammer piece that was shown a bit earlier on. With her, we actually had 4 poses that we felt were all as strong as each other. So we put it for a vote within the creative team, and then of course submitted it to the studio for approval. So yeah, like there isn't an average. Like sometimes it's we just know straight away, we think this is a really good idea, this pose. Other times we get like pushback from our manufacturing partners saying that, you know, that's not possible to make, or we're pushing engineering too far. Like we still have to deal with gravity. Like one of these days someone's going to figure out how to make a character actually fly, like whether it be by magnets or some kind of electric trick. But until that day, like there's the laws of gravity and physics have to be obeyed. So that's something that, you know, that might affect a pose. Sometimes, like if we have a character, like a few years ago, we did Gollum leaping off a rock and it's just 1 foot on the ground. And lots of other studios have done this trick, but the minimal points of contact to the base, although it might look really, really cool, it's also makes the statue quite breakable for the consumer. Like it might break in shipping, or if someone, you know, knocks it while they're dusting it. So pose, it would like to go back to the question, how many poses are explored? It depends on the character and the composition. Sometimes we might get it right, and then other times we might change our mind because we think it might be too risky for the customer. Because these things, like as we all know, polystone can be, you know, quite fragile. It's not very shock resistant.
Yeah. And I just want to you know, kind of go talk about that the little diorama we just seen that was on the screen. The amount of detail, man, that was fascinating, man. I was just looking at
a whole land in
detail on this small piece, man, and that is fantastic, man. That is crazy.
Like, thank you.
Oh man, like wow. And see that to me, it almost seems like that would be impossible to make at such a small scale, but wow, man. I mean,
the smaller stuff is hard, man. Like someone asked earlier, it was more of a paint question, but the smaller things get, it introduces a lot more challenges. Like creatively going big is almost easier because the detail's easier to capture, and painting it can oddly be a bit faster. But when you go small, there's like limitations to mold making and what can be achieved. So for us, detail is paramount. Like I said, we want it to look like it could be a screen grab, whatever we're making.
Yeah.
So yeah, the going small is challenging.
That is fascinating, man. Yeah.
And the environments are a funny one. Like especially with Middle Earth, we find, and like we feel ourselves, that the environments are just as much characters as the humans and monsters of Middle Earth. And people respond really, really well to the environments. Like the Middle Earth seems to have sort of dug itself into people's hearts and souls. And so we've been doing the environments for a long time and hope to, you know, be doing so for a while to come. But yeah, this one was received really well.
Man,
the detail is amazing.
Yeah, you guys saw last year that piece was there. I guess the sample piece was the painted sample piece, or was that statue. You guys, that's another thing that's a phenomenon that happens, is you can walk around that place 100 times, meaning the gallery, and you're gonna miss a piece. You're gonna be like, was that here yesterday? It happens all the time. It happens to everybody. Me, no, because I live there forever. I'm always gonna live there. But anyway, but yeah, that piece was there and it's really beautiful. And there's little things you can't see in these pictures. Is there's a little like water, and there's little wells, and just this clear resin stuff to it. So Black Ice is like, Black. He's like, it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, it is.
I may or may not have another one of these that's older and sold out. That wait until you see that one.
Yeah,
these experimental pieces are awesome. So,
man.
yeah, that's one of the new pieces. Cool. One of these environmental pieces that a lot of people missed back in the day. So,
love it.
This is awesome.
Jules, is there any other? Is there any permanent display area for Weta in the United States?
No, there isn't, Marcos. You're probably the closest I think we've got.
All right, cool. Get on that train. That's all I wanted to hear.
That was on purpose. That was on purpose. Alley-hoop. Yeah, he just.
All-star. Let me tell you something. Ram. I don't care what anxiety. Take Adderall. What do you got to do? Get on there. Let's go. And remember when he started, when he first got, I've never seen one in person.
Yeah,
Bro,
that
we
what he
got a
said.
whole area full of them.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that dangerous when you see them in person? You want it all.
Hey, yeah.
Even
Hey,
better.
Hey, you're not gonna
come
get it
through.
all. I got one of a kinds. I'm not giving it to you.
Yeah, come through, man, for real. And listen, man, the more the merrier, man. Like
Yes.
I'm telling you, we had such a great time, man, just hanging out with each other and
Yeah.
getting to know each other on a personal level. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Piggy, you know what I'm saying? We was roommates for the week, you know what I'm saying? So end up seeing him at the airport. And I was like, man, is that Piggy, bro? So to
Yep.
meet him in person, man,
Yeah,
that
it's
was
great.
it was almost surreal, you know what I'm saying? Because you see each other
Right.
online, but now you seeing each other in person, bro. So now it's real. It's just like the pictures that we see of these statues, and then we get the statue in person. You know what I'm saying? So to see each other in person, man, and hang out with each other and just talk and tell stories and make memories, man, I'm telling you, man, if y'all get a chance to go, man. It's a wonderful time.
And that's one of the downfalls of this hobby, and I'm saying in a positive way, is that these things need to be seen in person. That's just my opinion. Pictures are great, high quality, I understand. Live feeds, sure. But if you see it in person, it's a different.
Oh yeah.
I completely agree, man. Like we try and, like all the other studios, we try and photograph them, we make videos, try and show people next to them to show scale, but there's nothing like seeing them in real life.
Yep.
Jules, you were saying you were just saying earlier that those smaller pieces are harder to work on because you try to do like the piece I've watched millions of times that I missed out on was the Great Haven. The ripples on the water and all the buildings around it is a beautiful piece. I'm curious, did you work on that also, and do you work on every Lords of the Ring piece? I'm curious.
So these days. So for a long time, I was the painter. I ran the paint department at Weta Workshop. Then, so I painted the most of the collectibles that happened in a certain period of time. Then these days, I'm creative director, so I'm full time on collectibles. Whereas in the past, I'd paint, for film projects, collectibles, whatever else. So I'm involved in all of the collectibles. I may not physically be painting it or sculpting it. I don't do any sculpting, but I'll art direct to a degree all of them. If I am on tools, I'm painting. Like I've spent the last 2 weeks at work painting coming up to Comic-Con, which has been great. So I worked on the Grey Havens, but just from an art direction point of view. I wasn't sculpting or painting.
Okay. The close-ups on this piece is beautiful.
It's ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And this doesn't do it justice. You got to see real close all those little buildings. It's just awesome.
Yeah.
I agree. It's really beautiful.
And the different shades of blue with the water, like you can see how it's clearer, closer to like the edges of the ground, and then like just the amount of detail in this is. I can't wait to see these again, man. I gotta get some in the collection, man.
Marcos, have you ever had this in StatueCon? This piece right here? Oh, yeah, you have? Okay.
We did.
Okay.
We did have this one. It's really, really nice.
In the vein of seeing these pieces in person, Marcos will tell you one thing that has not changed year over year. Every year when I get ready to leave, I have a list, and I'm like, these are statues that were never on my radar, that I never wanted in my collection.
That does happen, yeah.
And now I've saw them in person. I've got to have them.
And then I'm like, I'll talk to you in a couple of days when I calm down.
Hey, Piggy, that's dangerous though in this hobby, right? Because then next thing you know, they're sold out, and then the aftermarket price is ridiculous, So
Right.
that's the dangerous part right there.
Oh, and that's really hard to determine because we get trying to work out edition sizes. It's speculation. So like we don't know how a thing is going to be received, and then also we don't want to disrespect the community by having the edition size too high.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's
part
what
of
I'm
it.
saying. Yeah.
Really, really tricky.
Wow.
Yeah, the lower the better for me, because the way I think about it, that there's always different concepts that you can provide these collectors, and when you have a low edition on a piece, it would always have value, in my opinion,
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like, that does kind of, make people want to get the statue on pre-order as opposed to waiting when the edition size is a lot lower than some companies have done, where they've done thousands and thousands of pieces. You can wait on those. You can wait on those, catch them at a sale or something like that. But when the edition size is low, 200, 300, you're like, hey, I might need to go ahead and pre-order this, man, because it might not be there. And then you got to deal with those third-party sellers, and that's a pain in the behind most of the time. So prices.
Jules, correct me if I'm wrong, but there are some. So I know the master collection ones. Those are like, forget it. As soon as they drop, you better get it. You better pull a trigger, find the whatever. But there are open editions. So there's some of these statues and works that are so good. That's what I think happens, and it should have happened with that small bust that's coming. That's awesome. Anyway, there's an open edition. Some don't even have edition sizes until they retire it, kind of thing. It's there. If grab it while you can, and there's no edition. But then some do, like L1 and stuff like that. So, tell me a little bit more.
So we're basically trying to be everything for every person, So collecting, there's different layers people engage with it. Some people have more disposable income than other people. Some people like rarity is really important, other people less so. So to sort of try and cater to as many people as we can, because although it is a commercial enterprise and we exist in a marketplace and we need to go to make money so we can exist, really what we're trying to do is make art for people that is accessible. So with the open editions, that's our attempt. By having it open edition, we hopefully over a longer period of time will sell more, which means that we can have a slightly lower price point for people, and they will be around and available for as long as people are interested in them.
Oh wow, I didn't think about that.
Then limited edition is to sort of cater to more like the traditional collectible space, like they're like it's in the name, they're collectibles, and so scarcity makes it collectible.
Most definitely.
So we're basically, our different categories is really just trying to have an entry point for any fan, and that's why we have like smaller statues and vinyl figures as well. Is like these things can get really, really expensive just by the nature of them. They are all handmade. They're made by artists. Artists deserve a paycheck just like anyone else in life. So by having different categories and different sales mechanisms allows us to hopefully cater to as many people as possible.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. I didn't think about that. That's a good thing to keep an edition. You make it cheap. Well, I mean, because some really your 1/6 scale, $3.99 American dollars, $4.99 if they're bigger. Some of them are $6. That's fine. That's pretty good. But they're massive. Some are massive. So
yeah, it's a pretty tricky. Like any enterprise in life, it's a pretty tricky thing. Like there's a lot of different things to balance and get right. Like there's the artistic intention and being true to the characters, and that's where me and my team come in. But then there's like global distribution and getting it into people's hands in a safe and hopefully fast manner. That's no mean feat. Like there's a lot to it, and there's a lot of different things at play. And then especially at the moment, like the world is in a very, very interesting place with just trying to move things around the world at the moment is a fun game.
Yeah.
So it's pretty complex,
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. Like that shifted a lot of the map of what people are collecting. I feel it. I feel it. A lot of people feel it. It's not like you can drop, quarter scales at the Sideshow here in America. They used to be 600 to 7. Now they're 12.
Yeah.
You're talking double. And people are like, I can't. I just can't. Some people can't.
No, man. Like,
Yep.
I collected hot toys for a long time. Like, I think they're amazing.
Mm.
And I think I picked up my first one in New Zealand around 2008, 2010. And it was like 200 New Zealand dollars then, which is probably about 110 US dollars. Now they're 500-600 New Zealand dollars,
Yeah.
Yeah. And I get it. It's all the different factors that come into play when trying to make this stuff.
Oh yeah. And then we have another question. Solo Reaper. He said, as a company, how is the pre-order or overall price determined for statues?
That's really complicated. We look at how long it took to make internally, how much it's going to cost to make externally with our partners. That question is very, very, there's a lot of layers to it, and it's quite difficult to answer. And it's also, as creative director, I'm really just the creative team,
Yeah.
And then there's a lot. Like, I'm certainly not trying to dodge the question. Like, there's just a lot of factors. Like, when tariffs came into play, sort of overnight, they changed everything and introduced a whole bunch of new stuff, and then they went away, so that changes things again. So it also depends on our category. Like, if it's open edition, it enables us to have a lower price point because we can do a thing called line pricing. If the fewer of a thing we make, there's less sales, so the price has to go up. So it's finding the sweet spot between what's fair to people, what's fair to us with the people that had to make it, what's fair to our manufacturing partners, and how many of a thing we're going to make. Because the more of it we make, the lower the price. But then the community doesn't necessarily want there to be lots and lots in the world. Yeah, it's a very, very strange business.
Yeah. And that's that's what I thought about as well. Because I know to us, we would love to get the statues at the lowest price, shipping costs to be down, tariffs to go away. But at the same time, I mean, I've always known this hobby to be expensive, but it has drastically increased with the amount of stuff that we have to pay nowadays. And that's sad because, that basically allowed a lot of collectors to stop collecting, based off of those, these, situations today. So, it's kind of sad, hopefully things will turn around. And we can get back to a point where, there's not as many fees and all of this stuff that we have to pay, and the shipping prices will go down. I don't see it happening anytime soon, but I'm trying to be optimistic about it, and I'm hoping that it will.
Me too, man. Like, I think we can only be optimistic, but I feel like the COVID-19 changed the whole world, and things haven't really gone back to how they were pre-COVID. But I feel like the only thing we can do is be optimistic,
Yep. Oh yeah.
I agree with that one.
Yep. All right, man. Will we have anything else? Will we? I know we done went through pretty much the whole Weta catalog.
Treebeard I missed. I always wanted that piece.
I like this.
Yeah. This is an awesome piece, man.
Huge, tall, gorgeous. That's a great piece.
The Masters collections, like that's our opportunity to try and dream a little bit bigger, and push the sort of medium as far as we can with there's obviously always limitations and reality, but the Masters collection is when we get to really try and flex our creativity. So we're always trying to push some boundary with them,
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
That's pretty.
I'm looking forward to seeing like these and more in person. I'm thankful that Weta is sending representation to StatueCon again and bigger and better. So again, if y'all can get there, get there.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it was, the ones who, contact me. I'm all over the place. Contact one of these guys. I mean, they make the show. So you don't have to come to me. If you don't want to talk to me, talk to them. And again, we have groups, we got chats, we got stuff that people carpool, people help each other at the airport. Again, the economy is not just affecting the collectibles, is affecting everybody. Everything is more expensive. Gas is ridiculous here, United States. I'm sure if it's bad here, it's bad. I'm assuming it's pretty bad everywhere else too. So we help each other because again, we kind of know each other now. Now we know each other, Piggy. So when I do give you that pineapple juice you want, that's like my brother. Here you go, your pineapple juice. Go have fun.
Appreciate it. It's appreciated.
Yeah, Jules, I'm big at giving out drinks. That's my thing. We do some after parties too if you can hang. I'm not sure you can hang with us. We'll see.
Oh yeah, I sure can, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Jesse
sir.
can too, but I party Jesse, so.
Oh, Jesse and I, we've become pretty good mates over the years at Comic-Con, so I've certainly had a few drinks of Jesse in my time.
He's a great guy. He's just some fantastic human beings. And yeah, again, for StatueCon, guys, so what's new is the dinners are more intimate. We got them all ready to go. There are way more places to interview now. That's a new thing that changed. We have an entire scheduling system we have online that I think I sent it to you, Piggy. I think maybe Black Eye. I'm not sure if I sent it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Sign up to that, and then Jules, we're gonna probably need your email. I'll get it. I think I have it already. Doesn't matter. That you're gonna get the whole scheduling. People might schedule you for this because that was one of the things that Jesse and Anthony actually gave us feedback. Is because it was such a open forum, kind of like just open. Everybody can come around your booth and talk to you guys. Some people missed out. I really want to interview him. Some people that are brand new on YouTube shows or podcasts and stuff, they're intimidated. This is an easy way to kind of schedule. Hey, I got to meet him. So we have eight areas now that you guys can interview. Nice. 4 places to sit, stuff like that, and that's different. And the whole area is different. New pieces, a couple new really a lot of new companies for sure. Infinite Statue and Dalstrong and all these have crazy ideas. You get to see this stuff. It's really amazing. They're sending it to me now. But other than that, it'd be great if anybody needs help getting there. We have Facebook groups. They have everything to help you out to go. And again, it's the admission. Walking in is free, so. There's no cover.
Which you can't beat, right? For what you get to go and do and see. I mean, I wasn't there in person, but I watched a lot of the footage from all of the different collectors that went, and it was awesome. And I mean, the fact that you don't have to pay for it, I think that's a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a little bit of sacrifice here, a little bit sacrifice there, and it has to be free, I think, because if you start charging. Might as well charge for parking. Might as well. Yeah, you better sign up for your San Diego Comic-Con pass, which is not a bad process. It's the norm. And then now we're talking business. Now we're just talking business.
Yeah.
And the reason I don't go to any con really is if I go to San Diego, I already spend $4,000 before I even walked into that door.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, there's nothing in here I really care about.
But you mentioned something earlier, right? There's the community, and then within the community, there are these like really tight-knit circles. I think what you have done is built one of those tight-knit circles, right? The family within the community.
Yeah.
Well,
That's cool.
I don't know if I built it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I just I went to the people that I watch, and I said, "Hey, how you want to be part of this? You want to be part of this? You want to be part of this?"
Yeah.
But they've already established. This is why I told Jules and Jack, "Hey, I would like for you guys to be on this show if you can." And they were so awesome. They're like, "Yeah, of course." I'm like, "Wow, yeah, that's awesome," because this is a show I like. This is the vibe I want.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into you know how it is.
Yeah. You're
drama
like,
amongst men. No.
It's an honor and a pleasure, gentlemen. Honestly.
We appreciate it.
You're kind of like that bridge, man. That bridge that brings everybody together, if you will. So that's the way I kind of look at it.
Yeah. That's it. And these guys are the ones who they come from all over and make it happen, man. This is awesome. And there's a lot of new people some people can't make it this year that we're used to, but there's so many new people too. So that's like, wow, more people for the
there you go
giant family to kind of, because everybody's in the same mindset. It's kind of like going to an all-inclusive resort. I don't know if you're on that plane, because there's only one plane that goes to that Caribbean island. Everybody's in the same mindset because no one's gonna get up. Like who's got the drinks? Let's go. It's the same premise. So, Jules, I appreciate it so much. I mean, this is the first time I met virtually. I'll see you in 2 months for sure.
No, thanks for having me, guys. It's been awesome to meet you all, and I really, really am super excited about StatueCon. I've wanted to go ever since I saw the first one. So this is I can't wait.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Like I said earlier, ready to see some new faces, some familiar faces. Hopefully, my brother, man, Cool Game can find a way to get himself there.
Even if it's for a day, man. One day.
That's what I was telling Marcos. It may have to be just like a come in Friday night and then stay Saturday and leave out Sunday. Something.
What was that? That makes you less important? Dude, that's an honor to me.
Yeah, for real, man. Yeah.
Your time is the most valuable thing for me, man. And I appreciate it so much that you would spend that time you have very limited to come hang out with us. I mean, God, Jules, how long is that trip? How long is that airplane?
Right from New Zealand.
Oh, rather. Far out. So we can fly into the States, either Los Angeles, San Francisco, Houston, or New York.
Oh, come pick me
New
up.
New York is 18 hours. Los Angeles is like 13 hours. But because there's flights, internally in New Zealand and then internally in the States, like one time I was in the air, in transit for 32 hours.
Man.
But I got to, like, from Wellington, New Zealand, where I live, to San Diego. It took me 32 hours to get there, but I got there only like 6 hours after I left the office.
Wow. But that's
so
time.
It's a bit of I never really get used to it. Yeah, but it's a long way. Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Wow.
Well, Solo Reaper say we appreciate you and the work Weta has been doing.
Hey, thank you so much, Solo Reaper, man. It means the world to us if people, like what we do.
So that leads me to a question. We've learned a lot about Weta Workshop, about you and your work. If there was one thing that you want to leave us with or leave the community with, what do you want people to know or remember about Weta Workshop?
Oh, good question, man.
Wow, good question, man. I'd like to think, that with what we're trying to do, it is difficult and the world is in a very strange place, and we consider it a privilege to be involved in these stories and to get to help people tell them. And it's also, we consider it a privilege when people interact with it. And I think when you bring something into existence, it has to be done with love and integrity. So we try and do that. We try and honor these stories, and we try to do it with love and passion for other people that have love and passion for these stories. So for anyone out there that has responded positively to the work, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you very, very much.
Oh yeah, that's love.
Appreciate you.
Oh yeah.
As we close out, we'll just go around. Any last words? I mean, Ice, we can start with you, and then we'll go around.
Once again, thank you, Jules, for coming on, man. It was a pleasure. Looking forward to meeting you at StatueCon. And like I say, I'm gonna see Marco, so I'm gonna see my boy Piggy. Hoping I can see my brother Cool Game and some more familiar faces and new faces as well.
Jules, any last words?
No, guys, just really, really cool to meet you, and thank you for all the work you guys are doing. I really genuinely have wanted to come to StatueCon since it started, so I'm really looking forward to meeting you guys in real life, for those of you that can be there, and thank you for having me on the show.
I appreciate you joining us. Piggy, any last words?
Yeah, I appreciate Jules for coming on. Cool Game, I appreciate you and Black Ice for having this platform for us to have Jules on, and appreciate Marcos for all that he does in the statue community. And I'm looking forward to just being with all of you later on this summer, including you, Cool Game, even though we got to come and kidnap you for a day. Definitely looking forward to it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. And Marcos, all right, you don't want to be the creator. We'll call you the Bridge then. I like that. That's a good nickname.
Nick Fury. I collect the Avengers, and you guys.
I like it.
You guys go out.
I love it.
I will call upon you again.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When the earth needs you,
we will answer the call, man.
Yeah, no, I can't wait to show you guys again. It's like a family reunion to me. I know I'm physically, had dinners with you guys. We hug. What's up? It's a flesh thing. It's a soul thing. This is not a virtual. So it's hey, let's go to the bar. I bought you drinks. We've talked about family. We talked about how statues are cool. All right, let's go hang out. And then you got all these artists, and they're awesome too. You can't, Sideshow kills it with just being human. And there's even more, I think Fabio is going to be great. And all these guys that I met now too. And I think there might be a couple guys more coming. Some people are slackers. But it's such an honor. Once Jack told me, because I keep bugging Jack and Jules, and then he said, we got approved. I was like, what?
Right.
What? That's it.
Yeah.
I don't even need Sideshow. I'm just going to call him and just go. We don't need you.
We were so happy, man, when we got that approval. Like I said, Jesse and I were thinking we might, if we could swing it, we were just going to drive up as civilians, But we get to come in a professional capacity.
Of course, yeah. But yeah, no, that's awesome show, guys. Great. Community's fantastic. Just, everybody have, health, love. I'm all about that. I'm about just life's too short, man. Enough of the BS. Just have fun.
Oh yeah.
Have a good time.
Yes.
Make sure you register for StatueCon 2026. Make sure you get there. Make sure you check out the Weta Workshop website. If you didn't notice, because I noticed a lot of sold out pieces. So make sure you get to the website, check it out before those pieces are gone. Appreciate everybody here on the panel. Thank y'all very much. Marcos, again, much love to you. Appreciate you for always keeping us connected. Jules, appreciate your time, sir. Thank you very much. And
thank you very much, man. Thank you.
No problem. Piggy, you fam.
Yeah.
Everybody in the chat, thank y'all for joining us. Appreciate y'all questions. Thank y'all for helping us with the dialogue. And until the next time, y'all stay cool. Cool as ice, that is.